On 2B2T, nothing lasts. Bases get found, bases get griefed, bases get turned to rubble and lava and nothing. And the players who build them move on and start again. That's just the nature of the server. But every now and then, something survives. Today we're talking about the 4 longest surviving bases in 2B2T history. The bases that outlasted wars, waves of new players, years of the server trying to destroy them, and somehow, against every odd the server could throw at them, they kept standing. This is the story. Coming in at number 4 is Ratamantis. Founded in summer of 2013 by Saint Eric, Lord Loffer, and others. This base managed to survive for 6 years and 9 months before it was heavily griefed by Commie. What made it notable was how many people randomly came across the base without griefing it across the years. Ratamantis was also known as the Lost City, since not many players have been or even known about the base's existence, even though it is relatively close to spawn. A solid run by any measure, but not even close to what's coming. At number 3, things start to get serious. The Monastery was founded in September 12 by Marcus4761, TT Fractal 44, and A Sobel 97. From the very beginning, the building was built far away from any other nether portals and was only inhabited by a few people. It survived for 7 years and 5 months, facing threats of the Russia War in 2016 and surviving through it. It was eventually griefed in early 2020 by the notorious Backstreet Boys griefers. For a long time, many considered this the gold standard of base longevity on 2B2T. Then the next 2 came along. Number 2 is where things start to get genuinely impressive. Eastmarch, founded in October 2016 by Ganj Meisterblock, Master_Builder, and X_Azrael_X. Lasted for 7 years and 9 months. That's years older than long-standing Minecraft servers such as the Donut SMP. Eastmarch was well stocked with items since its creation due to the 1111 dupe, and was also highly secure due to being millions of blocks out, and security measures such as chunk trail management were used before chunk trailing was widely known. The base fell due to RPG 2B2T finding the location base hunting, and griefed it so he could get his name out there as a notorious griefer. It came close to the top spot, but there's one base that beat it. The longest surviving base in 2B2T history, Void Caverns. Founded in 2017 by Baron Dome, this base has survived for 8 years and 1 month, making it the undisputed record holder in a server full of people whose entire purpose is destruction. At the time it was founded, the Russia War had ended a few months earlier, and the time was perfect to build a base. The base was located tens of millions of blocks out from spawn. Getting there wasn't feasibly possible due to the distance. From the outside, if you could even find it, it was underground and was right next to a huge hole, dug out for Baron to build a recreation of Blackreach from Skyrim. But what had been built inside was something else entirely. Over the course of its life, Void Caverns was home to everything Baron had collected throughout his time in the server. It also contained 3 dupe stashes from 8 years worth of dupes. The resources required to build something like this on 2B2T, where everything has to be gathered, transported, and protected, are almost impossible to overstate. Not much about the base is known as of the time of recording this, but it was most likely that Baron lived there alone. At its peak, the base was one of the largest museums on the server, holding everything from dupes to map arts. For a server defined by destruction, it was something genuinely rare, a place that felt permanent. So, what was the secret to this base? The base was built in an extreme distance and was presumably only known by Baron, causing it to be the only known base to last 8 years on 2B2T. There's also something to be said for Baron's dedication to building this, solo. It was a huge undertaking, even over 8 years. On a server where secrecy is uncommon and patience is rare, Void Caverns managed to maintain both. That alone is remarkable. After 8 years of survival, Void Caverns finally fell in August 2025. Not much is known on how it was found, as it was found by a random unknown griefer. It is also unknown if Baron is aware that his base was grief, since he has been inactive for over a year as of now. Today, the remains of Void Caverns still sit tens of millions of blocks away from spawn, griefed. 2B2T is a server built on destruction, on the idea that nothing is safe, nothing is permanent, and nothing you build is truly yours. And yet, Void Caverns survived for over 8 years. In the face of everything the server could throw at it, it stood. That's not nothing. On 2B2T, that might just be everything. If you know more about any of these bases or have corrections to the details, drop them in the comments. Subscribe for more 2B2T history.